welcome back to LegoManCave. Not only is this part 2, but we've done a little bit more sorting as well. So, let's get into the video. As you can see here, I've got a lot of sorting already pre-sorted and sorted again until I finally get it all put away. This is all I have left. So we've got dots, we've got all the shapes, squares, tiles, everything that's got to be sorted out, whether it be printed pieces like that or normal, or what else we got some slopes. So we've got a bit of literally everything in here, and not only have I got to sort them and put them away, I've also got to check and see if there is any printing on them, because they all go in there. If they do, makes it easier to find. There is other shapes in there as well, which have got like hearts and oblongs, half angles, and you know, all random stuff. So a lot of that will need to be sorted. So with that aside, something is missing here. It's time for the next 2 buildings to be checked out, and these again are AliExpress buildings. So in front of me on the left we have the town hall, and on the right we've got the Palace Theatre. So let's start with this one, as it's more recent than out of the 2, and I'll show you I think what comes with it, because the minifigures are still on the top. Alright, so I'm putting my flash on for this so we can get better lighting. Apologies if you hear my chair creaking in the background. But here we have the town hall. Absolutely phenomenal build. Here's a couple of changes I need to make. So I've got to turn all this dark grey tile into light grey. And then on the top you'll see that we have all of the minifigures that actually come with this set. Now, AliExpress is a gamble. Everybody knows it. If you want to pay hundreds of pounds for the official Lego set, then crack on. I am not going to stop you. I'm not going to judge. However, the quality, absolutely brilliant. The missing pieces, 0. Extra pieces, yes. If I give it a spin around, you can see everything is smooth, it's flat. The detail on the back, we even have an operational lift that comes up and down. That is built into each floor. That was absolutely epic, as I've never done anything like that before. And then again, it's all nice and smooth, other than where I've been messing with it to pick it up. All the roof detail, that is solid, it doesn't twist, but again, it's like a little skylight. You can see into the back of the bell tower, you've got a ladder to get up to it. Got the clock, 1891. I've got nothing bad to say about this build. However, when it comes to the minifigures, can usually be a little bit dodgy. So the minifigures did come with those scary faces, so I have basically replaced the faces with some out of my own collection. So they don't look perfect, and they're not the official faces that came with the set. I mean, that camera is wicked, love it. So I've put the faces on because the faces were dodgy. The printing on the body is absolutely fantastic. Not a fault, even on the backs. So again, you know, the quality of the print on the figures is brilliant. It's just the print on the heads. But if, like me, you've got a big collection of heads in your inventory, then you've got no problem. Just swap them out and make your own faces. So I'm going to take this apart now, and I'm going to show you what the inside looks like. So, like all modulars, it does come apart very easily. So we'll move the roof out the way for now. Hopefully it doesn't fall. So, I love how they've got the croissants at the front around the shield as decor. If we look inside, there's like a little area here. There's not really much in the way of detail. You've got the door to the lift, which if I can push it open. Yeah, whatever. Then you've also got the button as well. It's a bit awkward to try and see everything, but you got a little statue, which is awesome. I love that design. You got a bench. You got built doors, not standard doors, so that is another awesome feature. I do love having built doors. They look so much better. Then we've got the little office area over here. So you got like a little lamp. You got the computer, file cabinet, stool. So yeah, that is the ground floor. And as I say, there is the lift. So if I bring that up, that is what that looks like as standard. Now we've got the second floor. So in here, another little seating area, another lift area. We got the balcony, which we'll see after, but we got a little rug, another office, which for some really random reason has got a grey frog on it, and a nice big office chair. So also has the balcony on the front as well. So if I can line that up one-handed. So you got a little balcony here. Door doesn't really open out, so it could be going the other way. Again, you got a balcony to look down to the ground floor off there. Then we've got third level, or third section should we call it. You got a big office table, so obviously head of the table sits there, all the minions around. Nice globe, some little plants in the corner. As I say, there's not a massive amount of detail on it. The detail is more on the outside. I love how they use like these little indented pieces, which usually you would use for like the shutters. So if you have like shutters on a garage door and stuff like that, that's usually what you'd use them pieces for. But here they've been used for decor. So again, another balcony, looks all the way down to the bottom. So that would be where the skylight comes in. Again, the lift comes all the way up, even though there's a ladder in every section. Okay, and then we have the roof. So you got the clock tower, the skylight, which again looks straight down. This bit pops up, so whoever wants to take the lift to the roof has that ability. And then a ladder to go up and either fix the clock or the bell tower. Again, sits on the top. I love how simple the roof is, yet at the same time it looks so much better than anything I have designed myself. So everything all fits in absolutely beautiful, sits flush, and there we have it. There is the town hall. Now for anybody that watches these videos, you'll know I did at one point buy my own custom minifigure using actual Lego parts, and it was absolutely amazing. It comes in a nice foam packaging. I put it somewhere safe while I was redoing the city. He needs to live in the town hall. I cannot find him anywhere. I've put him safe and I've lost him. Oops, that was an expensive figure for me. Now when I say an expensive figure, it was about 15 quid a pop, but at the same time it's got to be around here somewhere. I've gone through all the drawers of minifigures under there, can't find it. Had a look through majority of the buildings, can't find him. So I am in here somewhere, just where is the question? Right, so now we've done with the town hall. Absolutely phenomenal. Now this does average on AliExpress between say 60 and 70 quid depending on where you get it from, and then when you go to the checkout they add the VAT on top afterwards. But again, I'd rather pay the 70 odd quid for this than the 200 odd pound if not more that they want for the official. I ain't got that kind of money. I don't know about you. I personally, as long as it looks amazing, the quality is decent, and it's not obviously cheap, shoddy material, I honestly don't have any problem having alternative buildings in my city. Now, like I've said before, everything is on mills, which means one-handed I can carry this round and put it back into place. However, I'm not going to try and do it one-handed putting it down, so I'm going to put the phone down. Just because I can do it doesn't mean I should do it. So now that that's done, again, there is a few pieces that need changing just so it all blends in. So all the grey tiles they take off here, I could fill in here maybe and have it as like a little car park. Change that horrible pink car to something that I would drive as the mayor of Mancave City. If I can find myself, that is. Okay, so the second one on this video is the Palace Theatre. I have seen so many people doing reviews on these and modifications on them and everything else, combining them or just altering and mocking it to their own design, and they look absolutely brilliant. And it is something I might potentially do later on down the line, but while I'm trying to get everything else sorted, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'll start with the outside. We have Brick Separator, Mystery on the Monorail, and Forever Sorting. These are the three films that come advertised with the Palace Theatre. However, that's not really for me. So I will be getting the stickers eventually to change them. The tiling on the outside is pretty much how it comes, but I'm just leaving it as because I like how they've got like the tiles in between, and the dark grey just makes it pop a little bit more. There is an overhang here because I've got it attached just there where you can see the exposed stud. I love how you've got all the lights that come up. There are big spotlights that come up and you get a couple of barriers with it, but they're in storage. 3 clicks and a snap. That's the title of the film that's showing today. What else? It does come with, I think it comes with that pink car over there actually, or it comes with some sort of a limo. I can't remember what figures come with it. Again, this is one that's been put away for a while. Stickers all around that show how much, and then you've got the ticket booth here. So the Palace Theatre sign is built with a massive combination. I think it is brilliant how that is built, and it reflects on both sides as well, so that's cool. And then you got all the lights. I think I changed the lights because it was all one colour, and I thought if I do different colours, so I have slightly modified it in my own way. The windows, I'm just need to put some glass into these. I don't know why I haven't got glass in them already. I'm not quite sure what happened there. If I turn it round again, you got the nice plain exterior on the back and the side, so it's a corner building. Then we've got a little trapdoor up here which leads you to the roof. So just like I did before, I'm going to put the camera down, take it into sections, and then show you the inside. So this one comes into 3 sections, and I'll start with the base. So comes very plain, but I've added a few bits myself, mainly the random figures you'll see inside. The same films advertised on the outside are advertised on the in. You got the counter with the popcorn, the drinks, you got plants, you got a wicked little stairway with a banister. If I turn it around, you'll see you've got the ticket office where you've got to come and obviously buy your tickets, and then you got some lights on the wall. So that is very simple. Now these are at an angle for a reason, and the reason that it looks so wobbly is because if you follow the channel, this is one of the buildings I put the lights on. Now if you come in here, this first floor takes you to the screen. So they've got some sort of a black and white show on, looks like tap dancing or something like that. I've added a few figures to sit in. We've got a guy sat with the projector. It's very old school. It's not like the kind of cinemas we have now. So one of the changes that a lot of people have been making is basically trying to modify it so that it looks more modern. And again, just sits on nicely. If you line it up right, push it down, bing bang bosh. So we got the ticket office, up the stairs, takes you to the screen. That set of stairs will then bring you onto the roof. Again, has a light on it, and the roof is exactly the same as you saw when it was attached. So there's not really much to announce there. I love the decor on the top, how it's gone for this like Chinese style with the tubes on it. That looks really cool, very fiddly to build. Love the little decor that it's got, which I've knocked around. Got the barrier going around as well. So yeah, this is the Palace Theatre. Again, another AliExpress purchase. But the quality of it is just brilliant. And to be fair, I think the minifigures that came with it was pretty good as well. Out of all the modulars I've had, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's just off the top of my head. The figures on, I think 2 of them came with dodgy faces. The rest of them was absolutely perfect with perfect print on the faces as well. So yeah, these are going between 50 and 60 quid, again depending where you get them from, plus the VAT at the checkout. So I just thought I'd share my experience with this. So that put my little guy back there. Again, same as before, it's on a Mills plate, which means I can just simply come over and place it like so. Trying to watch the camera and put it down like that, get it into position, and then push my tiles back down, which then knock everything else over while I'm at it. Can't remember which direction he was going. I've got a random plant there, she's just been knocked over as well. So again, oh my god, I've just completely trashed the place. This is what happens when you try and do things one-handed. It's not always the best idea. So there we have it, one-handed while I'm holding the camera. How much of it is on the camera, fingers crossed. But again, absolutely perfect. And yes, an alternative and an official Lego all inside. Now, when it comes to the AliExpress Lego, I will give you another quick tip. So the big expensive buildings I will buy off AliExpress. I will not pay the Lego prices because I cannot for the life of me justify paying that much. However, there is a lot of my collection, probably at this rate, I'd say it's 60-40. So 60% of this collection is official Lego. A lot of my mocks are all official Lego and stuff like that. And then I've got things which are mainly for like decor. So like, is it some of the studs maybe? Some of the 2x2 plates. A lot of the tiles. It's so much cheaper to buy these tiles and in the different shades for whether I'm doing my flooring, whether I'm doing a rug, whether I'm doing paving. It's just easier and cheaper to buy those in bulk off AliExpress than it would be to get them, say, off a pick-a-brick wall. So a lot of the things I've built like custom are official Lego. That's official. You know, there is a lot of it. It's just the big, beautiful, expensive sets that I will buy off AliExpress and the paving. So the deadline for the 1,500 subscribers, thank you all very, very much, and it's still growing, by the way, so let's punch that 2,000. Come on. So the first ever giveaway on my channel will be going dead tomorrow. I will be finding out of all the numbers I've put, I will put them into a random generator and we'll see who wins. So fingers crossed for everybody. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, hit subscribe down below. Go back to the first giveaway video. I'll put a link in the description. So go to that and make sure you comment win onto the comment section, obviously, and put yourself in for that draw. Fingers crossed for everybody that's got involved. Again, thank you all very, very much for the support. I'm not getting paid to do any of this. This is all out of my own pocket, all my own wages and everything else. So yeah, all fun and games. I'm not like all the other big YouTubers where I'm getting thousands and thousands. I'm not even getting a quid in. So it is what it is. Eventually I might actually get paid and I can get some more sets. I can expand, I can go up and whatever else. It would be fantastic if I could get to that point, but I'm a realist, and unlike everybody else, has a lot more oomph in their videos, has a lot more space in their videos, and the Americans that have amazingly big houses can do like the big center table and have every... I haven't got that kind of luxury, and a lot of my videos are just based in this garage, or the man cave as we call it, and for you guys to watch and enjoy. So thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see ya in the next video. Bye bye.